Hey there, y'all. This is Analog. I know it's been a while, but I've got a somewhat new agenda, and this is good for the typical American consumer, particularly if you're looking for a inexpensive motorbike or moped, something like that. And this involves a, quote, company in California. They have a website. It is Scooterdepot.us. Scooter Depot, one word. This company has been owned by a sort of shadow collective of individuals. Of them, the prime owners, or the most consistent owner, seems to be a one Amy Barnes. She can be reached at Amy B, one word, at Scooterdepot.us. Very easy email to get to if you know what you're doing. Now, they basically continuously switch ownerships, have claimed, well, the original company name, which was Sunny Distributors, switched for the name to Motorsports Inc. after claiming Chapter 7 bankruptcy in the state of California. I've yet to contact the proper people over there, but rest assured, I will get around to that. And I'm going to tell you why you should not ever purchase a moped or anything from them unless you are an incredibly skilled mechanic and, ready to do consumer battle. As in, if you don't get your moped, then deny the credit card charge, etc. So, let's take a look at something that I went through. Now, as we can see here, we have what is a typical mechanical speedometer assembly. And as you can see, it failed at about a little over 700 miles. So after 700 miles, this magical, inexpensive moped that's always on sale. They always have a sale on the website, a week sale. In fact, the website will actually detect your IP and figure out an approximate location of where you are. And then they will base things upon that. The website will say, there's a special sale in Raleigh, North Carolina. Go for it, sucker. So, at any rate, let's start with this. This is a portion of a part that was covered under warranty, and after excessively unpleasant negotiation, it was not covered, and now, thanks to time, the warranty on it has run out. Now, okay, so you got your standard mechanical speedometer. I mean, if you've done mechanic stuff, you're pretty familiar with this design. So, and of course, this would be the dial for the speed thingy. If you could imagine a needle there, and going over. And so yeah, the speedometer still worked after the odometer stopped working, and then the speedometer stopped working, and eventually I got around to taking it apart. The fuel meter also stopped working, but that was an easy fix. It was simply due to metal fatigue on the ground for the fuel gauge. So, got that back and running. In fact, actually, where's the whole thing? Let's see where the speedometer was. Luckily, the fuel gauge is still good. And, gosh, if we take a close-up look at the back, the fault was around there, and obviously I had to do some work to get it back, and also seal up the area where the speedometer was. So we'll just leave that there. So, what went wrong with this? What went wrong with this poor little thing? Honestly, it is incredibly hard to tell. I mean, based on the way that it was mounted into the cluster panel, well, for one thing, it was not watertight sealed. There were simply two screws, which I have over here. These are the two screws that held this portion into the back that I just showed you. That is covered. So water got into it. And then what? Well, the odometer portion of this is essentially completely plastic run, as you can see. Here's this. This is the main thing that would turn from the front wheel, and then it's got a metal gear that's attached to this plastic gear, to another plastic gear, to a spiral gear, and to a gear that turns this here. And it does not work, and I've been fiddling with it for more time than I should have to. And frankly, as far as I can tell, there isn't even a real clear cause of what went wrong, short of excessive plastic wear. In other words, this part just wasn't oiled properly or designed properly. Who knows? Considering that this is a sort of inexpensive product from China, I guess one could maybe say, oh, well, that's why the plastic prematurely wore down. Or so far, the primary cause that I've noted is this pivot mount here, which connects the metal portion to the rest of the plastic portion. Now, as for the